I am getting ready for auditions this morning. I have 2 auditions today, so we're just getting ready. YouTube told me to go live, and I said, fine, I will. It is so hot in New York, so I really have to make sure I get the heat on the hair. So this morning is not fully an audition. It's a class at Steps. Thank you, Robin. It's a class at Steps with the associate for Chicago, but they said to treat it like an audition and to bring our headshots and resumes, stuff like that. And then this afternoon we have a regional theater that is doing the Share Show. I love the Share Show, so that should be fun. Usually on days like this, I have a little to-go hair tool that I bring with me to touch up, because once I get sweaty, my hair flips out just on one side. So we need to make sure I look good for both auditions. So the first one is at 11:30 this morning, and then that's 11:30 to 1, and then I'll take a little lunch break, relax, and then the second audition of the day isn't until 4:30 p.m., which in the world of auditions, that's pretty late for an audition. Usually they're at 10 and 2, so 4:30 is kind of a funny time, but whatever. We're rolling with it. It'll be a long day, but I think it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to expect from kind of either audition today. We'll see. That's a thing about auditioning in the city, is most of the time you really don't know what to expect when you roll up to these. I've kind of planned my outfits. I hope that they're the good vibe. Sometimes I'll pack extra things in my bag if I'm oh, this outfit is not working for what I thought today was gonna be. You just have to be so prepared for everything. Thank you. It should be a fun day today. I'm honestly not feeling very stressed about it. So that's good. It's so random. Some days I'll wake up for auditions and I'm very stressed. Today I'm this is gonna be fun. Maybe it's because I saw Sunset Boulevard on Broadway yesterday. Whenever I see a Broadway show, I get very newly inspired, and I have multiple friends in the show. And just seeing your friends on Broadway and then catching up with them after, it makes the dream feel a lot more attainable. So that's always fun, and I feel very ignited after seeing the show. And I'm just yeah, I can do this. Hold on. My bangs are going in my eyeballs. So this morning, the first thing is Chicago. It's an audition workshop, but we're bringing our headshots and resumes. It's gonna be you're auditioning for Chicago, and at things like this, they will sometimes hold your materials aside and be I really like that girl, I'm gonna bring her in for an appointment, things like that. And Chicago is a show I'm very focused on right now, because it's one of the Broadway shows that I have gotten callbacks for, and I've gotten really good feedback from the associate. So I know that I'm liked in some way by the team over at Chicago. So then when that's the case, you have to really put in the effort to help them get to know you better, get chances of them thinking of you when there is a track open that you're right for. If you guys are watching and you're like, what is a track in a show? That's basically like, there's like different ensemble parts and you call that a track. And usually the tracks are very specific, like the Go to Hell Kitty track in Chicago is usually 5/8 and will cover Velma. I just made that up. I don't know what it actually is. Those things aren't written like out for us to see. That's something you kind of figure out when you see shows and you're like, oh, okay, I've seen girls that are my type all play that track. You know what I mean? So for Chicago, whenever a track opens up that like I'm the right height for and stuff like that, I'm hoping that I can keep showing up and that they're gonna think of me and be like, yes, that girl, let's see her for it. This industry is so crazy. You never know. So I'm doing everything I can so that I can give myself the best shot, really. If you guys have any questions, shoot them down below. Because I know, especially like being in this industry for so long, I kind of forget what's like common knowledge and what's not. Because it's all just like in my brain now. Like, I'm like a little musical theater robot. It is 9:17 right now. I don't have to leave until around 10:30, but I still have to like pack my bag. I'm gonna do some physical therapy warm up before I leave because they did say come warmed up. So don't want to screw myself over. And yeah. It actually shouldn't be like too hot outside in New York today. It's gonna be like 87, which lately that's like not too hot. Let's see. Oh, what's one thing many don't know about your work? Do you mean like how I work in the room, like me as an artist, or like my resume, my career? I want to answer you correctly. I always do a heavier makeup for audition days because also it like sweats off pretty easily. So when I first put it on, it looks insane. I'm aware. But trust me, by the time I'm in the audition room, it looks good. Let's see. I mean, regarding things many don't know about the life of a stage actor. Oh. That is a really good question. So I've noticed in like the way that my family members get spoken to about my career that like people don't really have a grasp of what this industry is. And I don't know how I would expect them to because it's a very like niche thing. So like my sister's friends a lot of times will be like, Mella's going to so many auditions, like is something wrong? Why hasn't she gotten a part yet? And I think something that a lot of people who are more like Broadway fans or are just like outside of the industry, they think that once you get in, like you book something notable, that you're in. And that is the furthest thing from the truth. That's just not it. Like, even I thought that myself. So when I booked the tour of a chorus line, I was Val. So I was one of the leads. And I thought, psh, my career is golden. I'm going to be brought into all these rooms now. I'm going to do all these things. And that didn't happen. And I even have friends. I have a friend currently in a Broadway show. It's closing. And there have been multiple newer Broadway shows or replacements for Broadway shows that she's been wanting to be seen for, and she can't even get in the room. And it's like, girl, you just closed your third Broadway show. That's crazy. So I think on the outside, people think, oh, it's more so like a normal career where once you get something really great on your resume, other companies are going to want to hire you or at least give you an interview. And that's just not the case. And I think the reason for that is a lot of jobs these days, it falls on who you know, being in the right place at the right time, luck, connections. It's just very random, and there isn't like a what's the word? Like a recipe for being successful in the industry. And then another thing that I think kind of skews the perception of it all is there are a lot of very successful theater performers who are popular on social media, and some of these people only share like, oh, I got this job, now it's my next job, now it's my next job, and they're not sharing all of the rejections that they're getting and all of the hardships that they have to go through to get those jobs. So on the outside, it seems, oh, once you're in, it's easy and there you go. But yeah, I think that's what a lot of people don't know, is that it's like a constant battle being in this industry. No matter how successful you are, it continues until you like win a Tony. It's just crazy. So, yeah. Hey, hey. Oh my God, I just like got myself in the eye there. Okay, now I'm setting my face because it's gonna be a long day. I think I might also, usually I pack on long days with me my powder, which helps like get the sweat and the shine down, and then my blush to like brighten up my face again. Because again, if you guys are just tuning in, I have an audition at 11:30 and then 4:30, and I'll have to like chug around. I'm going from like 72nd Street down to 37th, I think, for the two different auditions. So I'm gonna be sweaty and I won't look as fabulous when I get to the second audition of the day. I will be doing an outfit change though. The first audition is for Chicago. And again, if you're just tuning in, it's not like a true audition, it's a workshop, but they said treat it like an audition, bringing the headshots. So I'm wearing my like Chicago outfit, and it's literally, I have it right here because I'm gonna change when I get there. It's literally a bathing suit. This is a one-piece bathing suit. And I wear it to Chicago because look at that. It's like a full open side. It's fierce. And then I wear it with fishnets and my black Laducas. And I feel like I'm in the show when I wear that. And that's like the vibe you want to give off when you're auditioning for a show. You shouldn't like wear a costume, but you want to give the essence. You want to be like, you can see me in the show. I know you can see me. You want to make it easy for them to imagine it all happening. Let me know if anyone else has more questions. I will be happy to answer. I don't know if I can successfully put on my eyeshadow while being live. I might turn this off so I can focus on my eyeshadow in a bit. I'll stay on for like 2 more minutes. But yeah, today should be fun. This is like a very usual day in the life of an actor in New York City. Just popping around, class auditions, and my day job is freelance and it's like deadline based. So I don't have to answer to anybody on the phone or on like, I don't need to be online all the time. So I just kind of fit my work in when I can. On a day like today, it's a bit crazy. So I'll just do it when I get home. And I feel really lucky that I have a job like that. it took me a million years to get to that place. I think it's almost in December, it'll be 9 years that I've been in New York City, which is nuts. So before that, I was doing like babysitting, front desk at a gym, front desk at a spa, and I liked all of those. And for like that time in my life, those day jobs were really fun. But now I want to have more control over what I do every single day. So I really like my day job now. Let's see. What would you consider your favorite or least favorite Broadway role that I've played, or just out there? There's a few Broadway characters that, you know, like, okay, in the TV show Friends, I hate Ross. I hate him. And there are certain Broadway characters that I like get annoyed with in the same level that I get with Ross. So I can talk about those. Let's see. Oh, that I played. Well, I am much more of an ensemble girly. So the only role that I played was Val in a chorus line. And I love Val. She is so fun to play. I think playing Val, especially at the time that I did in my career, was very transformative because she just like does not care what other people think. And she's just like, I know who I am and what I have to offer, and I'm here. And she like knows her talent, she knows her worth. And getting to like be in that mindset for over a year was so fun. And I actually got a tattoo on my middle finger, a V for Val, and she uses the F word a lot. So when I'm having like self-doubt moments, I look at my finger, and I'm like, you played Val. Have a Val energy in this moment. So that, I think, I don't know if any other role I will play in my life will ever top Val. In college, I understudied Cassie in a chorus line. And I'm curious, like, I think one day I would like to play Cassie. I'm at the age now to play Cassie, but I'm curious if it would be as enjoyable as Val was. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. But I would love to do a chorus line again and again. Honestly, if I had to pick a show that was like, you can only do one show for your entire career, a chorus line, it would be amazing. I love that show so much. The 50th anniversary is coming up, I think in 2 weeks. And I may or may not be a part of it. I can't say much right now, but for you folks on the live, that's a little secret I'm gonna share. So stay tuned, just keep watching my socials. Okay, I'm gonna end this now so I can focus on my eyes, but thanks for getting ready with me this morning, guys. I'm gonna do more lives like this to get to know you all in chat. And yeah, I'll probably post a reel later today of how today went. Oh, let's see. I'll answer this last question before I go. Do you feel like caring what other people think is part of the gig because you're constantly being judged as part of your job? Or does it hold you back? Ooh. I mean, it's definitely part of the gig because when you're auditioning, you're like, oh, they're judging me right now for what I'm doing. But it's more about caring what they think in the way of like letting that negatively affect you. So one thing about Val, the character, is she knows she can dance that choreography. And that is all. She's like, I will dance that for you. And if you don't like it today, none of my business, because I did the best that I could do. And that's who I am. And I'll keep going. So that's kind of the like switch. But I mean, like, I think it's most Val as a character, you know, you can't be like that 24/7, which is why I have the tattoo to remind me. Because like I'll be in auditions and I'll get in the mindset of like, oh gosh, I hope they like how I do this, or I hope they like my style. But then you have to remind yourself, like, I hone my craft every single day and I'm doing everything I can. So I will present me, and whether or not they like it today isn't really in my control. So why should I be like stressed about it? If that makes sense. I hope it does. Okay, I'm gonna get going. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.